You ever wonder how your phone unlocks with just a glance, even when you're totally offline? Well, that's the magic of Edge AI. And it's a revolution that's happening right in your pocket. Today, we're going to dive into how AI is breaking free from the cloud and moving into the very devices that shape our lives.
So, what's the big deal about a little delay, right? I mean, for a weather app, who cares? But what if that delay is the difference between a self-driving car seeing a pedestrian and not? That split second is everything. And that is the life or death problem that Edge AI is here to solve.
For years, we've gotten used to AI living up in the cloud, but that model is starting to cause some serious traffic jams. The thing is, when decisions have to be made in the blink of an eye, sending data all the way to a server and back, well, the cloud just can't keep up.
Honestly, you can think of cloud AI like a long-distance relationship. First, there's the delay in communication. That's your latency. Then there's the cost of sending all those messages back and forth. That's bandwidth. And of course, there's always the risk of your private conversations being overheard. And that's the huge issue of privacy. Okay, get ready for this number. 4 terabytes. That is how much data a single self-driving car can create in one day. Now try to imagine a whole city full of them all uploading that data at once. The internet as we know it would just grind to a halt. It's just not sustainable. It's really clear we need a smarter way to handle all this information.
So if sending all that data to the cloud is basically a dead end, what's the alternative? Well, it's actually pretty simple when you think about it. You bring the brains to the data. And this is exactly where Edge AI comes in. Now, it's not about ditching the cloud altogether, not at all. It's about creating a really powerful partnership. And the Edge, well, that's just a fancy way of saying your device itself, your phone, your car, your smartwatch.
And wow, the benefits of this approach are just huge. We're talking about lightning-fast, instantaneous decisions, ironclad privacy because your sensitive data stays local, the ability to work even when you're completely off the grid, and on top of all that, it's way, way more energy efficient.
Now, this all sounds great in theory, but it raises a pretty big question. How on earth do you actually cram a supercomputer's worth of intelligence into a tiny device without it, melting in your hand?
Yeah, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? See, the AI models that are trained in the cloud, they are massive, but the devices at the edge, they have tiny memory and power budgets. So the solution actually comes down to 2 key breakthroughs.
It's a 1-2 punch. First, we've designed brand new kinds of computer chips that are tailor-made for AI. And second, we figured out how to shrink down those massive AI models without losing all their smarts.
So let's meet the star of the show, the NPU, or Neural Processing Unit. Think of a regular CPU as a jack of all trades. An NPU, though, is a world-class specialist. It's designed to do one thing and one thing only, AI math. And it does it with absolutely incredible speed and efficiency. We're talking up to 10 times the performance for a fraction of the power.
Okay, so that's the hardware. Now for the software side of things. How do you shrink an AI model without making it, well, dumber? The answer is a really clever trick called quantization. Think of it like this. Imagine you have a long, beautifully written, very detailed sentence. Quantization is like creating a shorter, punchier version of that sentence that still gets the main point across.
So yeah, it might not have all the nuance of the original, but it's a whole lot easier to remember. And for a small device that has to be super efficient, that's a huge advantage. It's a trade-off for sure, but it's the trade-off that makes Edge AI possible.
And here's the thing. This isn't some far-off science fiction future. Edge AI is already here, working its magic in the devices you use every single day, often without you even realizing it. Take Apple's Face ID. The entire neural network, the whole process, happens right there on your iPhone's NPU. Your facial data never ever leaves your device. It's completely private and secure. And what about your smart speaker? That tiny, hyper-efficient model is always listening, but it's only listening for that one magic wake word. This saves a ton of bandwidth and battery life, and it ensures that your private conversations stay private.
This is a total game changer for factories. Instead of just waiting around for a critical machine to break down, the machine itself can analyze its own vibrations and tell you when it needs a tune-up. That can prevent millions of dollars in downtime.
This is huge. It means your watch can keep a close eye on your health, giving you instant alerts if something's wrong, all while keeping your most personal, sensitive data completely private, right there on your wrist. So, where is all of this heading? What's next for Edge AI? Well, it's not about choosing between the edge and the cloud.
It's about bringing them together to create something even more powerful.
The best way to think of it is like this. All the heavy learning, the education, happens in the cloud's university. But then, that optimized intelligence gets deployed to the edge to do its actual job out in the real world.
And believe me, this is just the beginning. This isn't some niche trend. The edge AI market is set to absolutely skyrocket, and it is going to reshape just about every industry you can possibly think of.
Okay, this is where things get really, really exciting. We are on the verge of a brand new era of AI. One that doesn't just give us information, but actually takes action on our behalf. This is called agentic AI, and it's going to change everything. Imagine an assistant that doesn't just see your flight itinerary, but goes ahead and books the hotel and adds it to your calendar, all without you lifting a finger.
This is the real promise of Edge AI. It's not just about making our devices smarter. It's about turning them from passive tools into active partners that can help us navigate the world. So the real question becomes, as our devices become more and more capable, what new possibilities will we unlock? The future is at the edge, and it's much closer than you think.